Hello, families, and welcome once again. Be the show where we explore how technology is reshaping the way we love, we live, and even laugh. Now, today we are asking a very important question. Can technology truly guard our homes better than the old ways? Our topic is the Smart Guardian, how technology is redefining homes and family security. But hey, don't get too relaxed because, well, today we are celebrating how digital tools can protect us. In our next episode, we will be flipping the scripts. We'll talk about the flip side, the threats, the cyber attack, or should I say cyber war, and the everyday cyber security habits every smart family should know. So you do not want to miss that. But before we go deep, let's see what we have on our Do You Know Tech highlights for this week. So the first on our list, on our Do You Know Tech highlights, is the smart doorbell camera. Yes, I love this camera because it lets you see who is at your door even when you are away. You don't need to calm down. You don't need to run downstairs to check who is at your door. You just see it. And one of the advantage of this is that you don't need to peep through the curtain. You don't need to check the small hole, that tiny hole on your doors. Yes. But then on the flip side, if your Wi-Fi is down, you might just be greeting empty air. Amazing. So the second on our list is the smart motion sensors. Yes. Now this dictates unusual movements and alerts you instantly. Once there's an unusual movement, it alerts you. Now, they don't sleep, unlike some human sensors that we have. So these do not sleep. But on the other side, the disadvantage is that they sometimes scream, intruder. You don't hear the intruder, when it is just your cat that is passing by. So your cat is a big intruder right now. All right, so the final on our list is the AI-powered security system. I like this. It's really smart. Now, this learns your pattern and raises alarm when something is off. When something is off, it just raises that alarm. It's super intelligent. And on the flip side, sometimes it can be too intelligent, like warning you that your teenager just came home. Hello, how is that our business? And I'm sure some teenagers will really hate this because parents can track with this. And that's it for our tech highlight for today. Now let's make things really fun, families. Now I want you to shout out when or which one you would pick. The old school way or the smart tech way? Are you ready? Okay, let's do this. Now we're playing the old versus modern security since we're talking about security. So the first is our old modern padlock versus the smart lock. Amazing. Now the padlock never runs out of battery. But lose the key or more, you are finished. But then the smart lock, they are cool and keyless. But when NEPA takes lights, my brother, you are either locked out or locked in. Now the second on our list is the guard dogs versus the smart camera. The smart camera. Now your dog will bark and bite. But then it can also be bribed with a juicy bone. On the other side, the camera would never sleep, but who would chase the thief if they actually enter your house? The dog is not there to chase or bite, so what would you do? So the third on our list is the security guard versus the motion sensor. Now it's a guide, the motion sensor, the security guard might doze off at 2 a.m. as some will do. I'm not saying anything. But then the motion sensors do not sleep, But when a rat runs across your compound, suddenly your phone is shouting, intruder, intruder, alert, alert for a cat. Which would you pick? And the fourth on our list is the strong iron gate versus the smart alarm system. Now, your iron gates are tough, very strong, I mean. But thief in Nigeria has become engineers with cutting iron or iron cutters. But then our smart alarm will scream intruders, but also scream at you when you forget the code. Amazing. The fifth is the neighborhood vigilante versus the panic button. Now, in the old days, someone shouted, you have your neighbor shouting, thief, 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 and the whole street would just wake up. But then, with this modern app, one tap on a panic button can alert police instantly. But will they arrive faster than your neighbors would? That's for you to answer. And we have the lantern on the balcony or the torch lights versus the smart flood lantern lights. Now, the lantern light shows someone is at home. You would see that lantern is right there. It's showing you that there's someone at home. But brother, wait until it burns out. But then on the other side, the smart floodlight automatically comes on when there is a movement. But imagine if it flashes every time your goat passes by. I don't know why I'm using animals today, but then just imagine your goat passes by and then it flashes. And the last on our list today is the whistle in your pocket versus the smart home app. Yes, I love that whistle, like our old school whistle. Now you blow your whistle and you would have to pray that someone hears. But the new school, you just tap your phone and control your house like Iron Man. But if your phone dies, well, you would have to mimic blowing whistle dramatically. All right, so that's it. We're back to the old ways. So families, you see, it's not really about which is better. It's about how we can combine the wisdom of the old and the power of the new. This is my personal opinion, Matic. Now, to help us understand how these digital guardians really work, we will be bringing in our guests just after the short break. All right, welcome back, and I am so excited you're still with us. The topic for today is Smart Guardian, how technology is redefining home and family security. Without further ado, let's bring in our guest for today, an engineer who builds, train, and install this smart system every day. Please make welcome our guest. Could you do us the honor of introducing yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
My name is Joey, and my friends call me the Oracle of Solar Energy.
Oracle.
Thank you.
Oracle, sir. You're welcome, the Oracle. I think I know you with that name. You're welcome to the show. This is the Smart Family Leader.
Thank you.
All right, so today's topic, some people are like, okay, I think I prefer the old or the traditional way of securing my house. And some others are saying, I think I prefer the new school, the modern way, the technological way of securing my house. So can you explain to our viewers in simple terms how smart lock cameras and alarms really work to protect families? Like, how does this tool, how do they really work to protect our homes?
Okay, thank you very much. This is 2025.
Yeah,
We are living
exactly.
in 21st century. Okay. In as much as that we are so conversant with the old ways, we also need to move with the trend, because the disadvantage of the old ways is enormous. Like the modern thieves has a way of bypassing or beating the old ways.
Okay.
So the only way to catch up with speed is the modern technology way. Like let's look at the camera, for instance. In your introduction, we're comparing
the old way
the traditional
and,
security guard
yes,
system and your
the modern
ways. Yeah, you know, the cameras these days, the cameras are always they come with remote access.
Okay.
Do you understand? Which means that even right here, while I'm here, I can just a click, I see what is going on in my home and in my house, in my office.
Amazing.
So I can know who is sleeping on duty, who is really working, who is on the system, who is not. Then the house girls at home, whether they are watching cartoon all through or they are doing homework.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So now, if for instance I have a security guard, you know, the security guard in Nigeria are always people of a particular class.
Okay.
Do you understand? If you like, I'm talking real life experience now.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you go to most of our homes, most of our estates, you find that there is a particular set of people that do this security
work.
Most of them are not well trained. Most of them are not well schooled.
That's
or
true.
for those ones who went to school will not want to take those jobs because of the pay.
But actually, these days, there are actually security men that are well educated.
Yes, you see.
At least I've seen a couple, one or two here and there.
Yes, okay. Let's even assume all the security men are well trained.
Okay.
Do you understand? So the people you are trying to secure yourself against are also very sophisticated.
Yes, that's true.
Do you understand?
That's true.
In the twinkle of an eye, they can overpower your security. But these our technologies, there are some home security gadgets that are even linked to the nearest police station.
Oh, okay,
yes.
that's new.
So
okay.
that just within a click, you're already alerting police. Even if it's the middle of the night, there's something we call rope light. That rope light is installed at the roof of your house. So if there is anything and the security is meant to come, police for instance, that light will trigger on. It will be revolving. So it will now give police direction of where they are going to. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
Not like you just bump into the estate and start asking
where would I find police station?
Do you understand?
Yes,
so
exactly.
when police come in the night, they already see that light. It direct them to where they are going to. Do you understand? So you know, I've seen a station where someone has a security guard. The security was tied like this and kept in the post, and they kidnapped the owner of the house.
Yes, yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Sadly,
those
but
things,
that happens.
yeah, those things would have been easily prevented with technology. The moment your car arrives the gate, the owner of the house already sees you. And once you look at these are not familiar faces, you alert police. Okay. Before they will finish on tying the security, the police would have arrived.
Now let's talk real world thing.
Okay.
With this example you just cited, what if the owner of the house is asleep?
That's why.
And there is something like that going on. So he's asleep, so he doesn't know, he can't see that something like this is happening. What happens? Or is there a technology that would wake him up?
That's why the alarm system comes with vibration.
Oh, it comes with vibration.
You understand? So even if your phone is
but
at
you know,
the
there
table,
are people that will sleep and you would be using the local bell on their ears.
then it becomes a personal inability, incompetency. Do you understand? Because which means even if your security is knocking, you will not still hear.
Yes, you won't hear.
Do you understand? So it becomes a personal inefficiency. So not a technological issue. Because your phone would have vibrated and the alarm must have triggered. Even your neighbors can even wake up.
Yes.
Do you understand? Depending on the size of the alarm system you are using. So once the alarm is triggered, there's something called burglary alarm. So when that alarm is triggered, even your neighbors
would hear.
So
that even has a way of chasing the thieves.
Yes, I know thieves traditionally don't like alarm.
Yes.
Once there's alarm, they become uncomfortable and they will just run on their own. So you must not even need to wake up. So our technology will do the job. And
Okay, so that is one aspect. But then we know that many families, they always worry about power and internet and how unreliable our power system can be and our internet. And I know that these tools, they work with internet and they work with power. So what happens when something like this happens? There's a shortage in power.
Okay.
Or internet. There is no network.
The reality of the whole of technology is a luxury item.
Oh, it's a
luxury.
Item. I was going to ask that question.
Yes, it's luxury. So because it's luxury, you have to be, your income has to be at a certain level to afford all those luxury. So and you have such income, there is a need you have power system that does not go off, like you have solar in your house.
Okay.
Once there is inverter system in your house, it keeps the NEPA and whatever.
So what happens to the internet? Because the internet, I don't think is a respecter of any man.
Yes.
Yeah, so both the high class and the low class, when there is no network, there is actually no network. So what happens at that time? So imagine using the smart door camera, or the smart lock as an example. What happens when the Wi-Fi goes off? There's a bridge in our internet. There is no network. What happens?
That's a very good question, but I don't know, we are on air, so I might not mention company and brand names.
Okay.
So because of that, there are some internet facilities that are very reliable, that have tested and proven that works in the what is it called? In the satellite.
Okay.
Yes, we have internet facility that is not like our traditional telecom. That has a very strong network.
So are you trying to say that those strong internet facilities that
it wasn't in the remote villages
cannot go off? Like they cannot go off. There are times where we know that some particular network, they would even send a message that they are going through maintenance and all
because
of that.
Because of their broadband and all that.
Exactly. So what happens when they're having such kind of maintenance?
When I was saying, I said our traditional telecom. We have networks that are not our traditional telecom, that does not have offices even around here that you say they are doing maintenance and all that.
Okay.
That it works directly from the satellite. So and the network is so reliable. We've not had an issue of a bridge in our network glitches, as the case may be in Nigeria.
Okay,
so
right now,
any glitch.
The Oracle is telling us that there are certain network you can have, and you can, should I say 100% or 90% rely on them? You
can rely on them like 95%.
Oh, wow. Okay, amazing. So you can rely 95% on this network. They would not fail. Probably after our show, you can send us a message. We could help with some of this. And I know that you've had a lot of experiences with installing all of this. And installing these tools. Which security gadgets do family request most? Because you've installed, you've done a lot, and you've interacted with a lot of persons. So which of these tools do you think people request most? Like back to back, they are requesting, back to back, you're restocking?
The most commonly used is security cameras.
Oh, amazing.
Though people are now moving, the awareness for smart locks is gaining entrance within our space now.
Okay.
But the one that is mostly requested is security cameras.
So why do people really request for security cameras?
Because security cameras, they're actually cheaper. They are cheap security. They provide you with cheap security, and they are also very reliable. So and there is this confidence that has come with having camera in your home,
house,
in your office, and your business places. Like now, if I travel, I don't worry about anything.
That is
because
happening.
It's just a click. I will see everybody. I know with the modern cameras, it has two-way communication. So I can even communicate. Do you understand? I can communicate people around me. If I look my camera and, like, for instance, if I have an intruder alert on my phone and I look, I see it is not, I can ask, what are you doing there?
Oh, amazing. And it's very audible.
Yes, it's very audible. If I ask, what are you doing there, the person will turn. And immediately you turn, you are giving the camera your face to capture. So it will both capture you and I have the video.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you
that's
know, when you've had
interesting.
that sound as an intruder, you become uncomfortable naturally. So and
Mm.
again, in the night, in the middle of the night, it has flashlight.
Okay, but some people are very not comfortable, especially with those tiny red lights, that dot light. Are there cameras without such lights? Because I
Those
want
red
to believe
lights are
that
the old ones.
if you go to any space and the first thing you're looking for is just that tiny light.
That's what I'm saying. You see, those even tiny lights are the old ones.
Oh, okay.
That's the infrared.
Yes.
The modern camera doesn't have the infrared. So there's
it's
not
just
even
there.
tiny red anything.
So what are the differences between those older model and this newer model?
The difference is that the newer model, like in the night, for instance, is flashes lights. Do you understand? Like if you pass, the camera is seeing you, but it will flash light. So that light, you know, naturally, if you pass here now and suddenly you see a light, you are going to turn. You understand? That light is to draw your attention. Once you turn towards the light,
But
now,
don't you think if people get to know about the newer model, once they notice that there's a flashlight in their mind, they're telling themselves, don't turn, don't turn, don't turn.
if you test it with 100 people, 99.9 will turn.
Oh, amazing.
It's a reflex action. Like you pass here the night and suddenly you see a light. Even for your own personal security, you want to know where the light is coming from. Do you understand? So for self-awareness, self-security, you would want to look towards that light direction.
So for a family, let's say a family who doesn't have any form of smart tool and just want to start a smart security tool, want to start up with something, what would you advise or recommend that family start with?
The most important is that camera.
Oh, amazing. So that's why people patronize cameras more.
Yes, because it solves a lot of problem. You know, you want to be in your office and make sure that the children are doing their assignments. You want to be in your office and regulate their screen time. Do you understand? So with camera, you're able to regulate their screen time. You're able to know where they are supposed to sleep, whether they are really sleeping. You're able to know the house help, what is she doing part time. So it gives that confidence. So camera is more advisable for people who just want to come into the smart life.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I know you've had lots of experience. In your experience, have you witnessed maybe installing some of these things and right there it did not work? Have you had such kind of experience before?
You know, in this smart life, you know, the way people are getting used to this smart life, business people also know that this is where the world is going. So it's an opportunity to pirate and bring substandard. Do you understand? So that is where the integrity of the installer and the supplier comes to play. If you trust, if you know the people you deal with, I know that these people will give you in fact, my own personal experience, the experience I even had is the camera giving us value even before we finish installing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we have a station where we just finished installing and the woman lost, just discovered that her gold jewelries were no more where it used to be.
Amazing.
You understand? And all the accusing finger was on my boys.
Ew.
Do you understand? But God so kind
You just
that we
finished
finished installation. Do you understand? So what we did was just to play back
Yes,
the
to see
camera.
what happened.
And we saw where the guy went there, picked it, went to the kitchen and hid it.
Oh,
do you understand?
amazing.
Yes.
So that's a positive experience
So
for you there.
instead of experiencing where you finish installing and it did not work, we have experienced where we finish installing and start giving value. Do you understand?
Yes.
So
what's the most common mistake people make when setting up or when they are using smart home security? The most common mistake they make?
The most common mistake, like for camera, for instance, is in the storage aspect. These cameras come with storage space. Do you understand? I know even without the storage space, the camera will still be functioning. So if you now do a mistake of not activating the storage space, the camera will now be working and doesn't have record.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Okay, I think I have experienced something like that. Where, okay, where's the video? There's supposed
You
to be
go
a
back, you don't
playback
see
video and
any
you don't
video.
see
Yes,
it.
yes, it
and you
didn't
just
record.
feel like you got something of lower standard or quality.
Yes, yes.
Amazing. But do you think families can fully trust smart devices to really secure their homes?
Very
or
well.
should they always combine both the traditional and this technological security?
because of the economic situation in the country, everybody is cutting down.
Okay.
So the essence of the smart security and the technology way is to cut down. So if you are now trying to cut down and you are integrating both the technology and the old way, you are spending more.
Explain further.
Okay. Like, for instance, in my house, I have a remote control gate, for instance.
Okay.
I don't need a gate man again.
Okay.
That I will pay maybe 40, 50K monthly. When I can just, with my phone, as I'm driving close to the gate, I just press my phone and my gate's open. I drive in and I close with my phone. So I don't need the security. So if I want to integrate the two, which means I'm going to have the smart gate and also a security, I will pay money to install smart gate,
Okay.
and I'll pay money for security. What would the security doing?
Okay, that's one example. Give us another example, maybe with a doorbell. That's also
Okay.
smart. So
Okay. Doorbell.
integrating either both the local, the traditional method and this smart
What's even the traditional method?
padlock.
Padlock and the smart lock. Okay.
Yes, padlock and smart lock.
Okay. This is a very
At
good
least
one.
this one doesn't require a physical manpower or
The padlock, for instance, even when thieves come, it can easily break it without somebody even noticing it. There's iron that we used to cut keys now.
Yeah,
Just
I read
a
about
clap
that.
and the door will open.
Are you trying
Then,
to say
and
that
secondly,
thieves do not have access into smart locks now?
smart locks come with alarm system. Don't forget that.
Okay.
Any
Don't you
force.
think I just have this feeling that there
Let me
are
even
some
tell people's fear on smart locks.
All
The
right.
question they frequently ask us is, supposing the battery is down, do you understand? You know, the
I'll
door is
need
not
to get
connected to
there too.
electricity
Yes,
now.
what
You
happens?
understand? So it has a mechanical key. That's even what people don't know. It has mechanical key.
What does the mechanical key look
Mechanical key is the
does
physical
Does it look
key.
like a physical padlock key?
Yeah, but if you don't know it, if it's even kept on this table now, if you don't know that this is a smart lock, you will not even know that this is the key.
Okay.
Do you understand? But it has a mechanical key that you can put in and turn, and the door will open.
Okay.
Do you understand?
What if thief gets access to something like that because maybe they have encountered smart locks and decide to do research to know what this is?
It's the same
and
way
they
you
just
keep
plan
your traditional key, that you keep the mechanical
So
key.
indirectly, are you trying to say that the smart lock is very reliable?
Smart
If
lock
they
is-
can still steal it, what makes it very reliable? As much as we are advocating for smarts, it's a smart family living anyways. But let's know, we want to have that full assurance of what's
Let me finish
happening.
the advantage of the smart lock over the traditional
Okay,
lock
okay.
first.
Let me let you land.
Yes. Like now, like those days.
Yeah, so that's the padlock and that's the smart lock.
Exactly. So now, like those days that we carry key around. Now, let's assume I have my key here, and maybe my younger sibling just closed from school and decided to come and pay a visit. That guy is going to wait until I come back home
Before you can give him
before
the
he
key.
can have access.
Yes,
But which is now,
yes.
I'll just generate a one-time password
Oh.
and send to him.
Oh.
Do you understand? So once I look my phone, I see he's already at the door. I'll just generate a one-time code, send to him.
send to
Just press
him.
the code and he will enter.
Amazing.
Do you understand? And even if I'm not in town and he wants to spend 1 week, and maybe because the house is so comfortable and I wouldn't want him to spend more than 1 week, I'll generate a code that will last only 1 week and send to him. After 1 week, the door will shut.
Are you trying to say people will not have access? I know on our next program we're going to talk about the flip side. We're going to talk about data privacy and cyber war.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my best not to dive into that topic. But are you trying to tell me that people would not have access to some of this data and have access to? This is the tech generation. Even the
How would the
419ers
access-
are even getting
how would the
becoming
access
tech
come?
savvy.
How would the access come?
Probably, I may not know now.
Just
but
like
want
I
to
said,
believe
it's
that.
I say OTP.
Yeah,
It's
I know the
one-time
OTP.
password. Do you understand? So in fact, I have
Just
some
the way they
shortlet
crack,
apartments
the way
that
they
I
crack
manage.
other networks and other.
Why have they not cracked your ATM card and withdrawn your money?
Because I'm smart.
Okay. okay. I'm not smart. Why have they not cracked my own?
Because you're smart, you're just
I'm
trying
not,
to
no,
play,
I'm
not
not.
smart.
So do you understand?
Okay.
So this thing works the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
And don't forget, this security are being upgraded on a daily.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah,
understand? There's
yeah.
always
So
upgrade.
they're
There's always
upgrading.
upgrade. You know. So now, if you like, I have some service apartments I manage in Lagos, and I'm here. Once they have a guest, if the person has paid for 2 weeks, I'll just generate code for 2 weeks and send. The person will be there. After 2 weeks,
You
if
don't have access again.
no access
Here is
again.
your case.
Do you understand? In fact, even the cleaner that clean the place, what she called that she's at the property, I'll just if she's going to spend like 2 hours, we generate code for 2 hours and send to her.
That's amazing. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is just to give our viewers that confidence that, okay, this can happen. Because some people actually say that the devices actually give false confidence. And as an engineer, do you actually agree? That's why I'm asking.
But
I'm
the
trying
way
to
I
press
explain this thing now, are you not having the confidence?
a little bit. A little bit convinced, but I want them to be so convinced because this is a smart family living, and we advocate for people going smart. We advocate for families living smart.
It doesn't just give false confidence. It gives real confidence.
Real confidence.
Yes.
So you don't agree with that?
I don't agree with that. It doesn't give false confidence. How will you say false confidence? It's people that have not used it
that would have the false confidence.
that will tell you the false confidence. But we that have experienced it is a flex.
You've seen the
Like,
advantages
in fact,
over the disadvantages.
It's even difficult living without it.
That's because you're getting used to it, or
Yes.
you've gotten used to it.
So when you travel, for instance, and you are lodged in a hotel that doesn't have these facilities, and you have gotten used to these facilities, the place looks substandard. Do you understand? I can remember several times I've lodged in a hotel and I forget the card.
Oh.
I'll just come out and jam the door because I've forgotten that I need key. I need physical something to access
the
room. That I can just come and press code and enter.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
So it's stress-free. It's stress-free.
So as much as we advocate that every family should go smart, are smart home security tools really affordable for the average Nigerian family, or are they still luxury? I know you made mention of it being luxury, but then we're advocating that people should go smart. Is this too expensive? Are they affordable devices that you can recommend? You can say, okay, you can start with this. This is affordable. Gradually, you keep adding up. Gradually, you keep building up. Or as long as you don't have the money, don't start. Don't start where you cannot finish.
Okay. Affordability is relative.
Okay.
Do you understand? I have a friend that I met some time ago inside a plane. The guy was hiding because he was in economy class. Do you understand?
And you are in a plane where
Do
people
you
are
understand?
struggling.
So he's feeling ashamed that he's in economy.
Let me.
Do you
There's
understand?
boots. Let me stay in the boots of the plane.
He was dodging for me not to see him that is flying economy.
Oh, why?
Do you understand? Meanwhile, there are some people's prayer point is even to enter flight.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
Even
if
if you
one.
love
Do you
them, if
understand?
there's something like that in
the affordability is relative.
Yeah.
But these gadgets are very, very affordable.
Let's talk
It's
about
just like buying a car.
the average Nigerian.
Yes, average Nigerian can afford it.
Can afford it.
Yes. In fact, people below average can afford it. So it now depends on what you want. Do you understand? You know, the higher the price, the more sophisticated it is. Do you understand? If you want the simple ones, they are very. It's just like a fresh graduate who wants to buy a car. You understand? Would want to go for maybe Corolla, Honda Civic that you can manage and join without stress. You know, so you will not come and say, okay, I want to go and buy BMW or Benz. You get, so that's how it is in this technology.
Situation.
So you just look at the one that is within your reach, but they are affordable.
Okay,
I can assure you.
They are very affordable.
Very, very affordable. In fact, some of them, when you hear their price and what they do, you'll be amazed.
But do you actually believe that in the near future, every home would depend more on digital guard than human guards? just the way you are used to the smart lock now. So do you think that in the next future they would really depend on human guard, or rather really depend on digital guard than human guards?
The elite, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Why I'm saying the elite, yes, is because the life in our rural communities are very different from the life in the cities. But in the nearest future, everybody in the city will live smartly.
So someone is typing a question, and the person is wondering, what happens to my job when technology takes over? What happens to me? What do you people want me to do? I've been a security guard for 15 years, and this is what I love to do. And now technology is taking it away because we have digital guards. So what then? Don't you think that's the fear of certain people?
Yeah, that's why we advise
Are they making
people
alternative?
No, that's why we advise people to always try to see how you can improve yourself as a person. Do you understand? I was having a discussion with someone last time. I was telling the person that in nearest future, the jobs for all these data analysts, lawyers, and co will go. AI will take over those jobs. So it's not less for you. So, okay, if AI analyzes data for everybody, what will I be doing when AI can analyze data for my client? When your clients start relying on AI, what becomes of your job? This is a personal question. Do you understand? So those security guards, they will now look inward and see if this technology is coming to take away my job, what is next for me? That question is only that person that will answer it.
So in other words, you're saying that people should just upskill.
Personal development, upskill. Yes.
Upskill.
Yes. Embrace the technology and see how you can suit in. Do you understand?
But some people didn't really go to such schools to really.
You don't need to,
what about the unlearned?
There is difference
illiterate?
between certificate and skill. I was telling my wife yesterday that I will prioritize skills over certificate for my children. In fact, before I came to the studio today, I was watching a video where some children not up to 4-5 years, they were in where they train animals. They will just open and you will see one big cow will pass. They will close one, like they are directing the cows. Someone was now saying that in Africa, at this age, we are still teaching our children how to read ABCD. Do you understand? But this is what these people are teaching their children at this age.
They should not compare.
So the skills, it doesn't matter whether you are schooled or not, whether you went to school or not, because skill is something that you can easily
learn.
You understand? So it doesn't matter whether you went to school or not. In fact, there are so many people that are not even doing what they read in the university.
That's very true.
Do you understand? So if people can go to school and spend 4 years, then come out and start doing a different thing, what tells you that you cannot do
and be good at it? Yeah.
Do you understand? So Nigeria after when we ask you what do you want to do
in future
when you grow up, do you understand? Nigeria will tell you what you want it to become. So there are people that Nigeria has told them that this thing you studied in school is not what we want you to do. Keep it one side. This is what I want you to do.
That's really
so
true.
they need to upskill.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody has myth about anything, about everything, especially our parents. So in your opinion, what do you think is the biggest myth people believe about smart home security? Like the biggest myth they believe about smart home? Maybe there is, especially for some Africans, they don't believe there's one demon that can possess something. something. So what do you think is your biggest, with your experience thus far, what do you think is your biggest?
I think that era is going. The advent of internet and all that. There are things we felt was not possible before, but we are seeing that there is actually possible. Just like when we were growing up and watching Nigerian movie, you believe that when somebody makes money, build upstairs, buy a car, is a ritualist.
Very true.
Do you understand? But now we have grown up, we have encountered the business space. We have seen that people can actually make this money without being ritualists. In fact, they are nothing like even ritualists. The way Kanayo presented it to us in Nigerian movie. Do you understand? So
we are sorry.
that is how sorry about that. So that is how it is. This technology, people have really started. In fact, people are inquisitive. People want to really know how does this thing work. Because most of the times, initially when we're introducing these things, you go to install for somebody and he doesn't care what that let it work. But now you go and see the person is asking some interesting questions.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That in fact it will even force you to go and study more. Do you understand? There are some installers that don't know how to install this or they don't know how it works. You get. So you see clients asking you some important questions. You know that they are interested, they want to know how it works.
Are you speaking from experience that someone has asked you one question and I had to go back? Hey, Mr. AI, how far? I beg, help me.
Yes, of course. That's why that's even the different thing that we bring to the table.
Yeah.
Because we're always researching, we're always improving on our skills. We're always looking to see how we can do it better. Do you understand?
Exactly.
There are some questions that clients will ask you, and maybe because you know that you have more knowledge, we just mix something like drug and as we mix medicine, mix concussion and give the person. But when you come back home, you really go back and look at it again. Do you understand?
Yes.
When you look at it very well, you will now get back to the person. Hey, what were you saying that day? You will now right the wrong, if any.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So there's always need for personal development and improvement in your field. So there are some questions that, there are questions that clients will ask you that is not even relevant. But the person wants to know.
And you have to
answer. The person has no idea how this thing works. So anything they ask you is right. Because you don't know, that's why he's asking. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So there are questions that a person will ask you and you want to get angry. But on the second thought, you remind yourself that this person doesn't
Customers are always right.
No, customers are always right when they are right too.
Oh, so you don't believe that customers are always right?
That.
Why?
As a business person,
yes.
I don't believe that customers are always right.
Why?
Look at my business philosophy. I follow Richard Branson.
Okay.
That's the owner of Virgin Atlantic. He says that customers are right when they are right.
They are right when they are right?
Yes.
So they are wrong when they are wrong?
You cannot say because you are Dangote, you walk into Access Bank and start light up cigarettes. Because you are a customer and they will just leave you. Do you do that?
No, not at all.
Why don't you do that when you are a customer? Say customers are always right.
Okay.
Do you understand? If you come to my office, I prioritize my staff over my customers.
Oh, amazing.
Do you understand? I prioritize the welfare of my staff, their happiness, their feelings over any of my customers. If you like, be my highest customer, I prioritize those people. Do you know why?
Why?
Our prayer is that our business is going to grow and expand beyond our borders. You cannot be everywhere at the same time.
That's true.
It's those your staff that are going to man those business anywhere your business goes.
That's true.
If there's a way you treat your staff, they are going to treat your business as if the business belongs to them.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So if you are prioritizing your clients over them, they will rubbish that business.
As much as I agree with what you have said, but then on the flip side, there are certain people that you can be good to them, be very nice with them, and they would give you the opposite.
Do you believe in mentorship?
Yes, I do. But there are some mentors that you've mentored this person for a while, and the person will still stab you behind.
Do you know that as a business person, you have the power to hire and fire?
What if the person has stabbed and the stab was a very deep one that you're feeling the injury and the pain?
If you are a leader, you are going to see it before it happens. That's
like
what makes you a leader.
We need to have a leadership seminar right now.
No, as a good business person, first of all, you should possess this leadership quality.
Exactly.
You should be a leader. And if you are a leader that pays attention to details,
you would know before
you study human psychology, you understand them. Do you understand?
But there are some people that are really diplomatic.
If you come to my establishment, in the first 1 week, I can tell you what you will be tomorrow.
Amazing. So you have the seeing eyes and the hearing ears.
You know, poverty has a way of shaping people's mentality, how they work and how they see people. Do you understand? So some of us have seen it very well, that we are so conscious of our environment. There are mistakes we don't want to make because we are very intentional about what we do. Do you understand? Including studying characters of people in your establishments. If you join us today, after 1 week, if I sit you down to talk with you, you feel I have known you somewhere or someone that told me something about you. That is how serious it is. So before that person will stab you, would have seen it. So if you did not see it and allow the person to stab, it becomes your own inability as a leader. So you're supposed to spot it.
You have to lead, you have to know, you have to be patient.
And you have to be very intentional about it. So because this is your business, this is your life. You've invested your time, your resources, your energy, and your hope.
And your money.
Your renewed hope.
Amazing. So
do you understand?
Yes.
So in business, I don't believe customers are always right.
Okay.
Customers are right when they are right.
When they are right. So
and they are wrong when they are wrong.
We've learned something new today, that customers are right when they are right.
No, many people are saying customers are always right, but they are following the trend.
Aside following the trend, I want to believe that one reason why people would always say customers are always right, because they want to retain their customers. That is what I believe. So when the customer begins to misbehave, they just have a way of cautioning the customer in a very polite way so that they will not lose that customer. That's what I feel.
That is lack of self-confidence in what you do. People actually pay for value.
That's true.
Do you understand? Do you know what they call necessary evil? When you become so much good in what you do that people don't like your face, but they will come for what you do.
But there are some people that, regardless of what you do, they would just prefer to get something of a lower quality because they don't want to.
Yeah, that's because they cannot afford what you do. Is understandable.
Yeah.
If you cannot afford me, it's understandable. Do you understand? In fact, the first thing in business world is to identify your customers. Identify the people you are dealing with. Everybody cannot be your customers.
That's true.
Everybody cannot be your customer.
So before we divert so much into business and divert so much into leadership,
you know, I'm a business person.
I know we can sit here for 1 hour talking about business and leadership, but probably we'll see how we can relate business with technology and leadership with technology in our subsequent episode, anyways. But then finally, do you think these digital guards can actually make family completely safe? This is our final question. Or do you think there's a way, or there's going to be a loophole somewhere? Are you giving us that assurance that families can be completely safe with this digital guide? Because your answer is going to be my opening statement for the next episode when we are looking at the flip of this.
Okay, then again, I will tell you is relative because there are loopholes.
Okay.
Well, let me make that loophole clear. The loophole is in your technical know-how as a customer or as a family. There are people that even their phone has features that they don't know.
That's true.
Do you understand? So if you understand this technology and how it works, there are no loopholes. Where the loophole will arise is when you don't even know the right button to press or what to do with what you have. There are many people that have this gadget, but they don't even know they are underutilizing it.
That's true.
So if you can maximize the use, there's no loophole. Family can be very safe, comfortable, convenient, and happy.
Okay. So your word will be used against you in the court of law.
No problem.
Because we're going to have a playback of this. I was expecting you to say this, and it was like I was setting a trap, or I'm setting a trap. I'm cooking up something very interesting or very delicious. And we will
I am too knowledgeable for that.
We will use this to introduce our introduction to the next episode. But now this is the rapid fire round. And family, it's time for our favorite part of the show, the rapid fire round. And here is how it works. I will throw sharp, sizzling, and sometimes uncomfortable questions to my guest here, the Oracle. And he must answer quickly, yes or no. No long stories, no hiding, just straight answers. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Let me sit upright. We're ready. Okay. If burglars and smart devices were in a boxing ring, who would win the round one?
Smart devices.
How honest? Be honest. How are smart locks better than some of their owners?
No.
Which one is harder to trust, a Nigerian security guard or a Chinese-made smart camera?
It's easier to trust a Chinese-made smart camera.
Amazing. If a thief steals your Wi-Fi password, is it basically inside your house already?
No.
Would you feel safer if with a barking dog or a talking doorbell? Would you feel safer with a barking dog or a talking doorbell?
A talking doorbell.
Okay, now truth or dare. Have you ever tasted a gadget that failed completely during a demo?
Yes.
Do you think most people buy smart gadgets for real safety or just to show off?
60% to show off.
Okay. If a thief is tech savvy, can he outsmart every digital guard?
There's limitation.
Yes or no? It's a yes or no answer.
This one is very difficult to say yes or no.
Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. That's our
no.
Okay. Which one is more reliable? The NEPA light or PACN as it's called, or the smart lock battery? Which is more reliable?
Solar.
I intentionally did not include solar there. It was very intentional. So, is it the smart lock battery or the NEPA light?
Solar. What it simply means is that both smart lock battery and NEPA lights are not reliable.
So
the most reliable is solar.
But that was not in our question. You are breaking our rules and we do not like it. So you have to stick to the rule. Now you have to choose one. I'm going to take the question again. Which one is more reliable? NEPA light, PHCN, or smart lock battery?
Smart lock battery.
I'm sure that was very difficult for you to answer.
Yes.
All right, so do smart alarms cause more panic than thieves sometimes?
No.
Would you allow a smart camera in your bedroom?
No.
I was going to ask why, but then, if smart technology fails, would you still sleep well at night?
Yes.
Would you choose a strong iron gate over a fingerprint lock?
No.
Final one. Would you bet 1 month's salary that smart homes are 100% burglary proof? I'm ready to collect your salary right now.
Yes, I will bet.
You will bet?
Yes. That's how confident I am with smart homes.
Amazing. What a conversation, families. I really want to appreciate our guests, Mr. Joe, aka the Oracle, for such insight and practical tools on smart security. We have seen that today how technology is really defining the way we secure our homes, from padlocks to smart locks, whistle to apps, and gates to digital guardians. But remember, technology is like a double-edged sword, I would always say. And that's why in our next episode, I personally will be flipping the coin to look at other side, the cyber threat and everyday cybersecurity habits smart families must adapt. Thank you very much, the Oracle, for being in our show today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, I'm not appreciating him alone. I cannot wrap up this episode without appreciating our smart family viewers out there. Thank you for staying true with us. And if you're just joining the show for the first time, this is the Smart Family Living. You are most welcome. And please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, follow our stories, and engage us on all our social media platforms at Idea TV, and share your own smart family tips using the hashtag #SmartFamilyLiving. So stay tuned with same time next week, and keep your home safe and smart. Until then, I am Miracle Obi, and this is a Smart Family Living on Idea TV, where we keep your family living smarter every day. Thank you for watching.